Peace, my beautiful souls. So I'm wanting to start doing like video diaries, but what I do with you guys is already kind of like a video diary, so I'm already gonna just speak to you guys because I'm pretty sure I'll probably end up posting it. So these past few months, a lot has transpired in my life, and it's been a lot of internal work, a lot of internal realizations, getting to know myself on a completely different level, finding these parts of myself that I didn't even know like really existed. Like, I've questioned these parts of me, but I never was certain. And right now I was journaling, and I'm realizing I'm carrying so much shame still about like my sexuality, for one, and also I've been learning about myself, the fact that I truly do want to be taken care of. And I think like a lot of like, it's been made to seem like a bad thing for women to like want to be taken care of, and I've just been realizing there really are serious big differences between like men and women, and how important it is for women to be able to really be in their divine feminine energy. And I think it's important for both genders to have balance within their divine feminine and their divine masculine, but our nature is to be like caring and nurturing in a different way than a man is, you know. And even like I feel like I have been super dependent like my entire life, and like always feeling like I had to take care of myself, and like I would never want someone to take care of me, and I would never want to just be in like the soft girl, soft woman life. And I'm realizing I do want that, and like my soul, my spirit craves that. And that's been a little hard for me to like come to terms with, because it's so hard for me to like accept help. To on the timer, it's so hard for me to ask for help. I definitely would have never thought like I'd be the like, for one, like wanting or being in a relationship like with a man. So like I said, coming to terms with my sexuality, and accepting the fact that I am like attracted to men, but also like I now can see myself marrying a man, settling with a man, having kids with a man. And it might sound crazy to some people, but for me that sounds crazy. Like, that was not my reality for a long time. Like, really my whole adult life, and before my adult life, like I would have never thought that I'd want that, like I could like, or that I would see that for myself. Like, I would question whether or not I wanted that, but to be able to actually see that and be like, yeah, that's gonna be my future, like, no, that was a no for me. It was a big no for me for multiple different reasons. So coming to terms with that, accepting that, has been a bit difficult for me lately. And I've been realizing again today that, yeah, I'm still carrying shame for it. About a year ago, I came out to you guys, or came out to you guys as like omnisexual, which was me acknowledging that it's not about the gender to me, it's about the person, it's about the spirit and stuff like that. But I still was in such denial, like there's no way I would end up actually being with a man. And now I'm in like a much deeper level of my journey, and I have let myself like explore that, and am realizing that like, yeah, that is just my reality. And on top of that, like literally so many things have been happening in my life, and we are also in the middle of the Lionsgate portal, and with me doing my research, and then also tomorrow's a new moon. So we're in the energy of, in heavy energy of manifesting like our future, manifesting the things we really want, setting our like our true intentions, and getting clear on the things that we want and the things we want to let go of and stuff like that. And I've been having so many symptoms like nausea, headaches. I have not been resting. Like, the hours that I fall to rest are like 6 a.m. and up, and last night I just didn't go to rest. I haven't rested. I know my time is different than where y'all are at, whoever's gonna see this, but and I, at first I was like, what the heck is going on with me, like what is happening? But then I remembered, like, when I go through like ascensions, or certain things are happening, or like my guides are really trying to call my attention, or like I'm having a lot of creative energy, I don't rest at those hours, which to me makes sense, because some people like to call them the demon hours or the witches hours, but that's when the veil between the physical and the spiritual is the thinnest. And like I said, your guides, the Most High, like that's when we should be meditating in our creative energy. That's when the communication is heavy, strong. So it makes sense to me why I've been up. And then I didn't know about the Lionsgate portal until like a couple days ago, and I'm remembering it from last year. It's a reoccurring thing, and this year it's even stronger because it's 888, not just 88, because we're in the year of 2024, which boils down to 8. So the energy is super big, super heavy, and I can feel it, because literally for a while, for like the last couple months, I was feeling like no type of inspiration and stuff, and then all of a sudden the last like week or so, I just, there's a lot of things I've been creating and doing like behind the scenes, and then I found out that the portal technically opened on the 26th of July, and it'll be open up until the 12th, with the strongest energy being on the 8th, and once again tomorrow's the new moon. So a lot of like creative energy, and well, like I said, and manifesting, and you know, letting yourself dream and just feeling dreams if you've been feeling inspired and stuff like that. And there's still so many other symptoms on top of, like I said, nausea, headaches, the insomnia. There's a lot of things like changes in mood, irritability, or actually being more happy. It's like it fluctuates, and it's different for every person also. But I do feel like genuinely excited for like what's to come. And I know like like the day before my reincarnation day, July 8th, so July 7th, I had made a post telling you guys I could feel that I was going through like a death and rebirth, with so many emotions that were coming up, and so many things that are just coming up within me, and a part of me be feeling like, damn, you're backtracking, like all these certain emotions coming up, or the way I'm responding to certain emotions, I should say. Like something I really have always struggled with is my anger, and also letting myself feel my sadness, and the way I respond to my anger and the way I respond to my sadness has not been so healthy. And I could, like, lately those patterns have been coming back up, especially with the anger, and I've been being like so hard on myself, like what's going on. But again, when you're going through a death and a rebirth, any little things that haven't been completely healed, those things pop back up. And going through ascension also, those things pop back up. And then also I was doing some more research trying to figure it out, and it's also saying like when your vibration is raising and higher, and you're in an environment that their frequency, or those frequencies around you, are lower, you're automatically going to be a bit more irritable and things like that, because it's not it's not like they're fighting each other, they're not compatible, it's not going right, like it's not meant to be, they're not meant to be around each other technically. So if you're kind of like basically forcing yourself to be in an environment where you've already grown out of, it's just going to be a little bit of chaos. But then, like I say to people and myself, like learning to still have that balance and stability within you regardless of what's going on around you is what's important. But also, if you're around certain frequencies for so much time, and you're not like on it, on your spiritual hygiene and stuff like that, or on your alone time, you can lower your frequency, can lower back down, which for me is something that I'm still struggling with, because for me technically, like, I'm still in the beginning of my journey, so I'm still learning to like balance that and really prioritize my solitude. Although I know, like, now I am in a place where I need solitude, and I enjoy my solitude, but I'm also still healing my codependency issues, 919, or whatever you want to call them, my codependency wounds. So that's something I'm also still working through. And yeah, it's just been hard for me lately. And for those of you who follow me probably notice I haven't posted so much, especially like in-depth talks, because there's just so much that like has been going on in my head. And then another thing I do is feel like I need to be past that to be able to share with y'all, which I don't want to say hate, but I don't like when I get to those points again, because one of the main reasons why I come on here and post is to be transparent and vulnerable with you guys throughout my whole journey, because a lot of people need to see, like, it fluctuates, you know, like healing and all of this is, it's like a roller coaster. There's 10 quote unquote setbacks, which I don't like to say are setbacks, because they're just reminders and like telling you, like, okay, this, you've done some work, but there's some more work that needs to be done, and to prepare you for everything that's to come. You know, we have to kind of completely shed those old parts of ourselves and let those parts of ourselves go, but with love, with healing, with compassion. Because like I said, I'd be being so super hard on myself when I need to just literally send that version of me that's coming up love and like healing energy, and, you know, like, and forgiveness, empathy, grace, you know, all the things I would want someone to do for me, I need to do for myself also. But yeah. So if you've been feeling any of these things lately, like, there's a reason for it. There's a lot going on the earth energetically. Then, you know, like I said, this portal coming, and it's just a lot of change happening all around. And sometimes, like, it's hard to accept that change and surrender to that change. And that's another thing I wrote to myself, of how proud of myself I am for how much I have surrendered, even though there's a part of me that's trying to fight and like control certain aspects. For the most part, I have surrendered a lot, especially with like my sexuality. Like, I fought that a lot throughout my years, and being embarrassed of what people would say, what people would think, and yeah, it was really hard for me, and it's still hard for me, and it's very new, like, me accepting that part of myself, and then having to also again relearn boundaries, and like not lose myself completely in, I don't know, like learning to surrender, or again really be in my divine feminine energy and like flourish in that, and then also not getting like, I guess, a boy crazy. Not saying that it's I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I need to explain this at a different time, but like, it's just new. It's a lot of newness, and like, again, not falling into that codependency and excitement of this new reality, to the point that I'm not seeing like the truth in certain things. I'm trying to just not say too much, but I'm still very excited to share the rest of my, like, continue to share my journey with y'all, and let myself be like completely shameless, because that's really hard for me. And it's not as hard as it was in the beginning of my journey, but with certain things, like, yeah, my sexuality, and embracing the fact that a divine feminine, in your true divine feminine energy, we just receive. We allow ourselves to receive. We surrender, and, you know, really go with the flow. That's hard for me, and it doesn't make me feel so good all the time, because I'm used to like doing things for myself, and again, not asking for help, not wanting help, and yeah, like, a lot of newness, and I'm very excited, but it's also pretty scary. And I love to say, you know, feel the fear and do it anyway, which I've been trying my best to do that. And it's a fight, and I don't want to say it's a fight, because I don't want it to be a fight. I want it to be peaceful and flowing, but it's difficult. And again, this is just surface level of the things that have been going on in my life, so it's like so many different things, and I've just been feeling, yeah, so many different things, and mainly I've been feeling like very drained for so many different reasons, and that's been making me like super sad, because I don't feel like myself. And then I know there's a trend going on TikTok. I think I even made a video with it, saying like, it's okay to feel a little lost, because you've never been this version of yourself. And I had to rewrite that to myself in my journal right now too, because it's so freaking true. Like, this version of me is so different than last year. This version of me is so different than literally even a month or two ago. Like, I'm telling you, the way that I really be realizing, like, I really do quantum leap or timeline jump, whatever the heck you want to call it. I'm not the same. Like, I'm so many years have gone by in 1 month. Okay, like so much, so much stuff, so much growth. And I know that's why sometimes also I am so hard of myself, because it feels like it's been so long, and I feel, or tell myself, a part of me tells myself, like, you shouldn't be feeling these things, or you should be here, here, or here, because it's been so long. And in reality, it has not been that long. Like, it hasn't been long at all, but so much change has happened. And yeah, so overall, what I'm trying to say is a lot. But also, if you're feeling this way, like, don't feel crazy, don't feel like you're alone, don't feel like you need to rush anything. Another affirmation I've been wanting to tell I've been telling myself lately is, like, the more I take my time, the faster I will go, because we really are worthy of taking our time in every step of the way, and really embracing everything that's going on, feelings, emotions, environments, people, and things that we're letting go of. Like, all of that, we are worth taking our time through all of that. It's new and it's different, and even if it's not new, at the end of the day, we're worthy of taking our time. And there's no need to rush to be at a certain point, or have let certain things go, but knowing the things that you want to let go of, and being aware of that, and knowing also what you want to call in, and being aware of that, and knowing that you can obtain those things, is very important. And yeah, just take your time, be easy on yourself. And seriously, that's one of the most important things. Like, send yourself love and be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, because this stuff is not freaking easy. Like, it's not easy. And shedding old versions of you and embracing new versions of you is not easy either, like, at all. Like, it's hard, it's beautiful, it's sad, it's scary, it's not so beautiful sometimes. Like, it's a lot of emotions, but overall it is a really beautiful thing. Like, and overall I am so grateful for, like, every part of it, the sad parts, the uncomfortable parts, the angry parts, all of it, because it's all leading me to where I'm ultimately meant to be. It's all showing me so many things, and letting me feel so many things, letting me grow and flourish and express myself in different ways, and learning and letting myself accept and embrace the fact that every version of me is worthy of being loved, even when it doesn't feel like it sometimes, or even when I want to make myself feel bad for having certain emotions or certain feelings, or make myself feel guilty, especially the version of me who was a heavy people pleaser. Like, I feel bad a lot for a lot of things, and learning to go from, like, people pleaser to assertive and having boundaries, that's a journey in itself. Because I heard, like, when people try to do that, like, it goes from people pleaser and you're trying to be assertive, so you're still either in, like, passive aggressive or then super aggressive, trying to get them mellow. And I feel that very heavy, and then that guilt and then the empathetic side that feels all sides. Like, I'm feeling my side, I'm feeling the other people's side. It's so many different things, and again, I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, here's a bit of an update. Yeah. But yep, I love you guys. This was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be, but then again, not really. I was gonna record it straight from TikTok, and something told me don't do that, because it's going to be longer than the time they give you. Anyway, yes, I think I'm done. I love you. Happy healing. Sending you love, sending you healing energy. Don't forget to manifest and write that letting go list. What is the date? August 4th is the full moon. I meant new moon. I believe in Leo. Don't quote me on that part, but the new moon is August 4th, and then the portal, the official day, is the 888 portal. But remember, 888 extra energy. I'm excited. Seriously, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for we. And yeah, I love you. See you later.